Alright, here we are with our last take for the Bogg vlog. It is Friday morning. We are cleaning up. We've packed up, loaded the vans. I'm going to clean the lens real quick. We've packed up. We've loaded up. We've cleaned out our cabin, except we got sweeping left. That's what these guys are about to get going on. Except I'm going to do one thing, and I've been saving this all week. This is one of my favorite things about the Bogg. It's kind of a low-key thing, but I like to look at the graffiti, I guess you'd call it, that all the people put here in the cabin. Usually you can find some pretty entertaining stuff, and throughout the years there have been some trademark catchphrases that we've picked up from the cabins we've stayed in, like something about having a prom. Well, maybe we'll go and find some good ones from throughout the years, but I wanted to show you the ones that we had in our cabin this year. So we stayed in cabin 6A for the Bogg, and this is my bed here, and my bed is being held together by a padlock. I thought that was pretty funny. Wanted to show you that. Here, yeah, right here, holding the top bunk on. Fortunately, let's see if I can get focus on that. Fortunately, yeah, there we go. Will stands in the background. Fortunately, I just have my luggage above me. I didn't have kids doing that on the bed above me that I had to worry about. Another great thing that we had was, this was the first thing that was noticed, oddly enough, in a guy's cabin. The first thing that was noticed was here in the bathroom, and it was this. Everyone was laughing about this when we first came in. If you're sitting on the john and the toilet paper is gone, be a man, use your hand. Yeah. One last thing in our cabin that I wanted to show you. This one is just absolutely insane. This gave us the most laughs of the whole week here in our little corner of the cabin. Myself and Max, I always like to bring some carpet, so we have a nice little landing pad each night. If you ever come into a Bogg cabin and you have a nice carpet like this, you're welcome. It was me that brought it, so I always leave them because I'll be able to have access to more by next year. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm laying on Max's bed for now, and I wanted to show you what he had to look up to each night. This is just something to behold. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Isn't this just absolutely creepy? I'll give you the full look at it. No, there's some obscene things up in here, I think. But anyway, yeah. Maybe I can set the phone down a little bit lower when I get out of the bed. And then that was the creepy part. Here's what gave us a laugh. Someone wrote their name Patrick over here, and then over here we laughed about this every night when we came to get to bed. Someone wrote Patrick, more like Patrick. So I'm in cabin 5B. This is one that when I was in high school we stayed in a lot. I slept in this bed next to one of my best buddies every year that we stayed in here. And these were some of the most classic catchphrases we ever got from Bogg beds. This bed has "Them boys from A-Town a beast." The realest G in Dismog right there. And then someone wrote "The second realest G in Dismog." Paul Wall, "The people's change. I wonder what them hates think about debt." We wrote "Them boys from Calvary Ozark, the beastza, chunk up the deuces." Except we call it the Devkez. We thought that was pretty funny. "Yo shoes is upside down." That was kind of a shout out to our theme that year. It was upside down. And then we use this catchphrase a lot. Chunk up the tweezer. And because that was in reference to the deuces as a peace sign. And then we wrote the tweezer, being funny. And then Nathan wrote over here, twope dat cheddar, and drew this little guy. And since then there's a lot of other stuff, but there's my friend's signature, Nathan Young. He is quite the artist. He is incredible at drawing and animating things. But anyway, I needed to shout out this bed because this is the most classic Bogg bed of my life and all the years that I've been coming to Bogg here.
What's up, Bogg vlog? We are on the way home. We managed to get everything packed up and good to go with minimal casualties. We have our driver who is, thank goodness, he's staying awake.
My hair is crazy, but we're rock and rolling here. We got about an hour and a half left until we get home.
Yeah, and we got the passenger princess, of course.
I'm here. Trying to stay awake for the driver, but it's not looking good. Put together.
Yeah, I got you. As we had a great week at camp. I liked it. Super fun. I think our new guys enjoyed it quite a bit. So more on that later. Deuces.
I'm glad he doesn't do it to me. He does it to the people who it's a power move. You know? So I don't think he tries to power move.
We have arrived back at the church. We've arrived. We somehow made it back alive, and I did not strangle any of the kids.
Welcome back. Welcome. You're welcome.
Oh, thank you.
How do our campers feel to be home?
Hey, are you capturing me? Am I being?
We made it back.
Am I being shot?
Alive.
Am I currently being shot?
I think all kids are accounted for.
I didn't count on purpose when we left camp.